Welcome to my channel, everybody. We are back to talk about more controversial subjects and give our opinion on it. What do I think? Why is my opinion valid? Is probably not. I'm just a Puerto Rican giving my point of view because I think it's very important for America and the world to know what a normal Puerto Rican person, a Hispanic person, thinks with everything that's been going on, because it's crazy. It's crazy. So let's press play here and get into the subject. All right.
Not an engaged father. Scale back even more. The evidence is all there.
What pisses me off is that, by all
There we
means,
go.
like, you can have your own viewpoints, whatever, like, we
Have
treat
your
each
own
other with
viewpoints?
respect, it's fine. But there's so many people who find issue with me being a gay male that's literally minding my business,
Minding your
with
business,
my husband,
bro.
my dog, working, traveling, not bothering anybody. And straight people are out here wilding, acting a fool, having 13 kids, 5 baby mamas, repopulating the earth, creating broken homes. It's like, why am I the issue? I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not doing anything to nobody.
I agree.
I'm minding my... Are some gays a problem? Yes. We'll get into that, the whole, like, LGBT.
That's why it's not about the sexuality. It is about the individual and the insane choices they make across the board. We should be able to say, this is insane behavior.
Yeah, I agree. We should be able to say, because clearly I have so many friends that are gay and so many people I don't care. Live your life. Live your life. You're not affecting me at all. I don't care. I don't care. That's to be honest. I don't care. You do you. But it's the people that are insane. It's the people that are doing crazy shit that are making everybody look bad. And there's so many groups that are affected by the same thing. So my opinion is it's very important for these groups to call out the ones that are bad. Like straight up condemn them and say, no, I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of that. It's like, for example, if you're Republican, it's very important for you to call out racism. Like separate yourself from KKK or anything that has to do with racism if you don't want to be considered a part of that. Call it out then. Condemn it. Now, the other thing is, like, if you're extremely democratic and you are not condemning these extreme violent movements, because the thing about being a Democrat nowadays, how people generally see the Democrats is that they're violent. They're violent. And Republicans might be crazy in when it comes to some racism stuff and everything, but not everybody's like that. Not all Republicans are like that. Not all Democrats are like that. That's minority within the group. But if you don't condemn it. But the crazy thing is, Democrats are hella violent. And they're hella, like, they're unhinged, in my opinion. They're really unhinged. They're scary, bro. They're scary. Like, I don't feel ever, I could run up into a racist white neighborhood and never feel in danger. But if I run into a highly liberal area, I feel in danger all the time. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about, look at me. We're talking about how they're affecting bad players are affecting all
This
these
is unhealthy.
groups.
This is inappropriate.
Yes.
Don't do that around kids. A lot of straight people
Just
do
call
things
out the
that are
insane behavior, but to get on me just for being a gay male, it's like actually wild when the sheer amount of straights acting a plum fool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just
Well, I feel like you also end up in a unique position, and you can talk about this, of like,
judge the
you
person
are
by
a gay conservative,
by their
and
acts,
there are
not by
a lot of conservatives who do not, respect you and your lifestyle choices, whatever you're doing, even though you are minding your own business, doing you, doing your husband. Sorry. But you also don't identify with the LGBTQ community because they're also insane.
They're insane. And I remember when I came out the closet, when I was outed out the closet and after sent to conversion therapy, the whole nine. I flew out the closet. Like, I thought I had to be what I was saying, what gay was on TV, and what I thought it was supposed to be. Like, I have to don't look Grinder, I have to, like, love other drag queens and act super flamboyant, this, that, and the third, when it's okay to just be yourself. There's so many other gay people out there who don't realize that they can just exist. like a straight person. You could just be yourself and it's fine. And it's frustrating now where you were seeing the rise of people just like not caring about gay people. And now like the hate is going up because of the TQ plus, and you're just tacked on to the whole LGBTQ plus community.
Well, in my opinion, here's my personal opinion. Here we go. So my personal opinion is, it's hard not to say it, but it's like anytime white people join a group, and we're talking about white people, Caucasian people, they ruin the group. Like they're so toxic. Like everything is fine. There's been trans people that were Hispanic, Latino, Black. No, never a problem, bro. Never been a problem. As soon as the white people start joining in, bro, they what is wrong? They just ruin every group they touch, bro. And you think about it. Well, at least that's my opinion, what I think, for what I'm experiencing and seeing, is that every time white people just join, bro, they just ruin everything. They want to be a part of this minority and be the loudest part of it. Not helping. Not helping. They literally, every group they join, Black Lives Matter or the trans movement or whatever, the bad actors are 100% of the time, okay, 90% of the time, white people. White people that shouldn't have been there. Like, nobody invited them. And then they want to ruin it for everybody else. I'm just saying, guys. That's my opinion. Let's keep going.
Now,
hearing everybody a bad rap.
Being tagged along with like all these like trans kids and drag queens in schools. I have nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. I'm minding my business. A lot of gays are. A lot of the LGB, which is sexuality, and then a TQ plus, which is identity. You're telling me they're separate, then separate them. Why am I being tagged along about this? And it is interesting being having like my
it's interesting to hear this,
but also being gay, and then like at the end of the day I'm always pissing off somebody. But
that's why
you're so great, because you
even
don't
The Rock
care. And the other
pissed
thing
off
that's
everybody.
wonderful about you,
and he was the
and
nicest guy ever,
is that regardless of the hate that you get, you always approach things, and you've been a great influence on me, and I think you're always somebody who I like go back to and I like tap into that, because you are kind of lodged in the middle of all of this stuff, is that you approach everything with genuine empathy and looking to understand rather than change minds.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, is I want to make sure I'm meeting people where they're at. I'm not going to act like I wasn't there. I'm not going to act like I wasn't in the streets marching with BLM crying. As delusional as that was, like, I get it. Yeah. I was out there crying. I thought my life was in danger being a Black male. My anxiety was at an all-time high because I really thought I was going to get shot and killed by police. And I'm more likely to get struck by...
That's true. Another unfortunate thing is that the news outlets and a lot of stuff, how people talk here in America, induces so much fear in people. It's ridiculous. So that's, in my opinion, that's a form of mind control, bro. Like, if you live your life in fear, if they put you in a state of fear, that they're affecting the way you act and they're affecting the way you think, then they're controlling you, bro. Like, if nothing is happening to you, but you're reacting for extreme emotional fear, you're probably in the wrong. If I know anything, is any decision we make while we're emotional, it's probably the wrong decision. And that's a life lesson I've learned throughout my whole life. So if you are highly emotional and you quit your job, you were probably in the wrong. So a lot of people reacting because they're highly emotional in the moment, they're probably wrong, because fear is a tool used against you. You shouldn't react if you're highly fearful. Nothing's going on. But that's just how things are going.
And then shot by a cop. And like in terms of being gay, like I always thought that I had to be the stereotype of what being gay is. Sure, I may still have my lisp and my hands fly, my limp, wrists flying everywhere. I get it. But you don't have to jump into this whole like gay community. And I don't care what hate is thrown my way. I'm always keeping in mind that we are in a better place. And there's so many people that act like we're not. And it's so frustrating on both ends, from the hot button issues in America, Black and gay. On the Black side of things, it's like, I know what my ancestors went through. I know what my papa went through. I know there's a big ass tree out in your front yard. More than likely have my little cousin swinging from it. Let's be real. I'm not living in that life right now.
Oh, snap. It's
I'm
funny how you can't
genuinely
say anything
not.
in
There's
front of
so
white people
many
because that is the
bones
first ones to
underneath
go
us
like,
of like my
oh,
ancestors out here on this plantation.
stupid white
And
people,
to
bro.
think that I'm gonna sit
It's
here and
like
bitch and moan
their
about how
reactions make
bad
everything
America
worse.
is and how racist it is,
I'm
that's so disrespectful to
talking
them.
real.
When I'm their dream, I get paid to talk to a fucking camera. They couldn't even speak. Like, that's ludicrous. And then on the flip side of being gay, my uncle died in the AIDS epidemic in the 80s. Like, he went through all that horrible stuff. You couldn't even be out. And that's why I say, yeah, being gay is rising, but also I'm not getting killed for being gay. And that was a thing back then. Like, that was a thing of, like,
facts.
Gay people actually marrying lesbians. And they were living their separate lives, but they
The
were a
lavender
straight couple
marriages.
together. Yeah.
You know, those are coming back.
I mean,
That's like a whole. There was this couple that went viral like 2 months ago, and it's this gay
I didn't
man
know
and
that.
a lesbian woman, and they were like, "Yeah, we're getting married," and they said they're soulmates.
It's just gonna keep it being real and keep being like with coming from a place of empathy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was once there. I get it. It's frustrating, but it's also frustrating to know.
Okay, so so much drama in this, so much drama in these communities, bro. And like I said, it didn't happen before. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. If you pay attention, there's only one element that joined and changed everything. But that's how I see it, you know? But it's crazy how they actually got so much rights and everything. They were literally accepted perfectly fine. Everything was fine. Nobody cared, bro. Like, not like back then that it was highly frowned upon. Now nobody cares, but there's a very vocal group of Caucasian people that decided to make things worse and worse and worse for everybody because they want to be victimized, bro, somehow. And it's crazy because they want to pretend to be victims while everybody else is the victims. All right, let's see what's up here.
Do you think the victimization and the need for attention, especially with the T's and the Q's, which is the LGBTQ community in general, comes from a place of like a lack of confidence?
I think it's a lack of confidence and also wanting to join the club because I feel like every generation has their own thing.
Yeah.
Like the goth, the emo scene, like the MySpace scene, like in 2006, 7. Now we're seeing like
join the club,
non-binary and pansexual, and it's like a club almost.
People put on these identities like it's a costume.
Yeah, literally.
Well, they like a lot of people literally
and
do.
It's like you immediately join. You immediately get to be a minority.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately,
which is special.
Yeah, it's special.
Is it?
Club.
Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Bro, they just want to pretend. They want to pretend. They literally. They join every movement that doesn't belong to them, and they want to be the loudest. They want to be the angriest. They want to pretend like it's like it belongs to them. They want to pretend like it's happening to them. They're using our blood, our color to yell and scream that they're hating against them. They have nothing to do with this. As a matter of fact, I don't think any group that Caucasian people decide to join for the cause actually end up helping the cause. I really don't. I really don't think they end up helping at all. Like, it's a big problem. They should just, you want to help the cause? Oh, okay. Like, just don't get in our way and let us be who we are. Treat me like a real person and that's it. Let us complain if we need to, but don't complain for me. And don't try to fight for my rights thinking you're some kind of savior rescuing me and looking down on me. Like, dude, let's keep going, bro. This is starting to get me mad. I
wonder if that comes from a place of... I just did a whole episode about like Gen Z loneliness. And millennials and Gen Zs are, especially Gen Z, are historically isolated, historically lonely. And every generation has been lonely. But it's like with COVID, with the insurgence of technology, and the fact that we were literally raised online, it's just very different. And all of our social norms were completely disrupted by this like technological
it's totally being
revolution.
Lonely. Like it's LGBT. Like when people
and you
talk
find
about the
your
LGBT
group
community, it's LGBT. I just said it. LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And people want to join that and be a part of a community because
like
they're so
religion?
lonely. And that's why so many people diving to the non-binary. It's the easiest thing to do without doing anything. You can be non-binary and still be a straight woman.
Except I have a friend, old friend of mine from LA, who went so far as to get top surgery, left bottom, microdose testosterone to physically be. It's hard. I know, and it's just like heartbreaking.
At that point, that's where like I do understand like body dysmorphia is real.
Yeah.
But how common it's becoming is very concerning, especially with the rise of people detransitioning.
Yes, and with it being the immediate solution rather than
Bro, I suffer from body dysmorphia. I could weigh 165 pounds and I still look at myself and I think I'm fat. I suffer from mental, I guess, because I always look at myself and there's always something about myself. And I think that has to do with people never acknowledging that you look okay, or so much rejection through life that you end up thinking, well, I must be broken somehow, and you end up over judging yourself. When it comes to that, I'm my own worst enemy, bro. I'm my own worst enemy. But I agree that nowadays, body dysmorphia is a big thing. A lot of people have social anxiety and body dysmorphia. It's a real thing. It's a real thing, guys.
Going back to the SSRIs of like it's the Band-Aid solution, but it is a Band-Aid solution you can't come back from. It's not
affirming
like
therapy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Affirming.
Because
what's
if you
the point
feel
of therapy to talk through something? You're not talking through anything. You're guiding me down. It's how do you affirm? Like that sounds crazy.
Because up until just a couple of years ago, this was in the DSM as a psychological condition, as something that you would work through. Obviously, because if you are like 20 years ago, if somebody came into a therapist's office and said, I want to cut off my body parts, I want to cut off my ding-along and my boobs and whatever, that would be like, oh my gosh, let's handle this. And let's figure out what is the root cause here. And let's help you, because that's not healthy, nor...
My back hurts just thinking about it.
You know, you can't have a fulfilled, good, healthy life if you're walking through hating yourself and wanting to cut off your body parts.
These kids are just gay.
They might be gay, but they're also kids going through puberty.
Ow.
No one likes puberty.
That's why the amount of kids who transition, the majority of them are girls.
Then when they put a puberty box, puberty, I mean, I don't know. I would assume puberty for girls is way worse than puberty for guys.
Well, I'm sure it's like they're bad in different ways. But again, nobody likes it. But for girls, I think that there is this like, your body's changing. Some like develop sooner than you. Like I remember being this like weird ugly duckling, and I matured faster, literally look grown, are getting boob jobs before they're 18. All of this stuff, it's complete.
That is crazy, bro. And I do agree that social media has ruined the minds of everybody, because I don't think people are the same in social media like they are in real life. I really don't think so. I think it's all a mask. And since they're behind the screen, they're more open about everything. While in real life, I think they're just different because they know they're about to get slapped across the face. But that's the world we live in nowadays, bro. That's why so many people could be lied to, manipulated. That's why I don't believe in the news. I like to see things for myself and experience it for myself to give an honest opinion. If I'm not affected by it, then it don't exist. All right, here we got some more Caucasian people going insane, making life worse for everybody, bro.
Regarding Tesla, I sold my Tesla. I traded it in for a Subaru, actually.
Shut up, Elon! Go home, Elon!
Dude, these people
You
are
already have
insane.
300 billion. Why do you need more?
Wake up! Fight back!
I have friends who are undocumented.
As a queer person, I've been affected by this.
I'm
Elon is the
telling you, it's the
biggest clown there
Caucasian
is, so
people,
I
bro.
decided to
It's
dress up
hard
as a
not
clown
to say
today.
it.
Elon Musk gonna make Cuba the 51st state.
Tech bro,
The
you're
hell?
gonna go.
That 51st date, man. He
The
tweets
hell
200
is the
times a day.
Cuban
The
doing
man
there?
is on
He's the
ketamine
only
and he's
one.
not well.
These two people are in bed together. They're doing it to everybody, not just to each other. They're doing it to everybody. We're all part of this. It's horrible.
They're gonna kill us first, but you're next.
Fire Elon Musk and send him to Mars.
I'm telling you, they like to make the people live in fear, bro. Ain't nothing happening. If anything, it's happening to us, not to them. Not to them. And they want to be the loudest, bro. When they're not really directly being affected. It's us. It's us, the real minorities, bro. The real people that are affected by racism. The real people who are losing their jobs. The real people that are, like, dude. All right, let's keep.
Where he belongs.
What's up, guys? My name's Albie. I'm Andrew's homie from Frisco, but I'm out here at the Tesla showroom in Palo Alto. There's a protest going on, protesting Elon Musk, Doge, Tesla. Everybody's out here protesting Elon Musk, and yeah,
Caucasian
so Channel
people.
5 News.
And
Let's see
one
what people
Cuban.
think.
We are going to resist, and we're going to resist together because nobody can tolerate this.
We will not tolerate a deporter in chief.
They're being
Enough was enough with
like,
the Sieg Heil.
things have been
the
going on
heartfelt
over here.
autistic salute.
The violence
so 4 weeks
against
ago, just
people
me and
that
a friend
own a
stood outside the
Tesla
service
for
center
just owning a
in
Tesla.
Burbank, and the next day there was 4 of us.
Just a lot
Last
of weird.
week we came
a
here
lot
and there
of
was
weird
30,
shit, bro.
and then this
Like,
week
I don't
it's
know
just
how else to
exploding
call
here
it.
and across the country. There was like almost 100 here today, and they're
I've
all
never
everywhere.
seen people
Tesla
call
burns
out
to a
race
crisp.
more
That's
than
the caption
these
on
people.
this now viral video of a charred Model 3.
And it's just
That's
growing, and
crazy.
Tesla stock is rapidly declining.
New
That's
numbers from
crazy.
Tesla show its annual EV sales declined for the first time in more than a decade.
The stock is crashing at the moment. You're watching it live. On the month, you're down to 23%. On the day, I think it's like 7 or 8% down. Oh, geez. Now 8% approaching 9% down.
The organizers of the Glendale boycott rally say it's more than just about Elon's political affiliation, and the Doja side is genuinely mentally unfit to be running billion-dollar publicly traded companies.
This guy supposedly runs the boring company, Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, and he's tweeting 200 times a day and never sleeping and taking ketamine. He's just been radicalized. His politics have clearly shifted, and we've seen it happen with all our friends and loved ones. They go down the dark side, they go on QAnon, down the internet rabbit hole, and something just happens to them, and it's usually white dudes. Thank you. It's usually some white dude who got picked on when he was a kid.
I was almost beaten to death, if you call that bullied. It was not a happy childhood.
Do you think the Democrats are doing enough?
Absolutely not.
Let's
They
jump
went and
to the
stormed
next video. I think my
the
point
Department of
has been
Education
proven.
building, and one.
All right, let's see what this one's about.
White women are the ones that benefit from DEI and not black people.
I know what I believe DEI
That doesn't
is.
surprise
and
anybody.
I believe, truthfully, it is simply a way the left is using the minority community, the black community, to get their agenda in.
Facts. Facts. How is that not
That's
facts?
what I believe. But don't let facts get in the way of my feelings. So
here we go.
let's just look.
Here we go.
Black Enterprise Magazine,
Okay.
a staple in the black community, wrote an article
All right.
noting a study where nationwide, of all
Yep.
chief diversity officers in corporate America,
You already fucking know. You already fucking know. What do you guys think? Is it 70%
Shut
or
up, bro.
80%?
I'm sorry, but let's see it.
That's crazy.
Move on, bro.
Damn, I thought it was going to be like how many people were like white or something like that.
Wait, what? What did he say?
That's crazy.
Wait, what?
how many of you think are black?
How many?
4%.
That's messed up.
That's what I thought he was going to go with. But 4%, yeah. I would have said
4%.
10. I would have said 10.
78% white. Well, let's look at.
That's messed up.
I said 70 to 80%.
That's messed up, bro. I already knew this. They're just using our blood, our color
It's
to
crazy,
their advantage. Huh? And it's them. It's Caucasian people, bro.
How about that?
Proof.
The actual study that it cites. Right? You can come and see it by Zippa, looking at these professions. 76.1% white.
How did you know? Everybody knows it.
Everybody
knows it. You don't need to. I don't need a graph. Everybody just knows this.
We know it, bro.
We all know. Everybody knows.
Look, he's Caucasian too, taking
it's common sense.
Money for our suffering, bro.
76.1% white, 3.8% black. Well, let's keep going.
Wow.
In 2011, 3.78% of all chief diversity officers in the United States were black. 10 years later, in 2021, the time of this study, 3.78% were black.
So after 10 years, it increased it by 0.07%?
It's fake. All fake. All right, let's keep going. Let's listen to what he's about to say right here. It's very important. Move this way. This way. All right.
What he's saying is that these are topics that, like, I think generally white women push really heavily, and they use minorities to push these topics, and they are not beneficial to minorities.
They're not.
They're beneficial to other white women. Karens. Yes. But it's not actually beneficial. So the entire point that he's making is that this entire apparatus is not serving the goal that it is designed to serve. That's it.
It's fake.
That's what he's saying.
They're just using it to their advantage,
fucking
bro.
Right.
So obvious.
This right here.
Let's keep going with this.
Even though, like, being an upper middle class, like, female in America is probably one of the most privileged groups that has ever existed in the history of humanity.
Percentage point. But during that same time, white women gained more in that same study. How do we know?
How do we know? How do we know?
Well, we can look at some other studies.
All right.
There it is.
Here's Forbes magazine. Who actually, this is what the title is. Who benefits from diversity and inclusion efforts? Well, let's see.
Here we go.
It's cited. According to another McKinsey study, white women hold nearly 19% of all C-suite positions.
Jesus.
While racial and ethnic minority women hold only 4%. Overall, white women have benefited disproportionately from corporate DEI policies.
I'm telling you guys. I think with all this, my thoughts are proven right even more. I think everything I'm saying, this is my belief because of the things I see. And since I'm not Caucasian, I'm not white, doesn't matter. Like, they're just using us. They're just using us, just another way to use our oppression against us. That's crazy, bro. It's just another way to just take advantage. And, like, it's crazy how these people use everything. They just can't get better. They just want to ruin everything forever. They've been ruining everything forever. And that's not only in America. I'm talking about Caucasian people in Europe and a lot of places. I think the only Caucasian people that I consider oppressed as well are probably the Irish people. because they, even though they are Caucasian, they're just treated like they're less. I think that's the only group that I could think of in the top of my head, bro. I guess Israeli peoples are pretty Caucasian as well, and they're pretty oppressed. It's hard. It's hard because they want to correct everybody for how they talk, how they walk, how they everything. Like, what is that? PC? Politically correct people or whatever. So, it used to be SJS, social justice warriors, and they turn into PC, and now is wait, I don't know, bro. Everybody's just trying to get offended, and it's usually 99% is white people trying to get offended for anything, using us, using our blood, our color, our disadvantages. It's the craziest thing, bro. But that's just my opinion, man. I think everybody should just be judged for their actions. I think white people should just mind their business and stay out to the sidelines. You want to help? You help by not helping. Just get out of the way. Life is never gonna be fair, obviously, because at the end of the day, they pretend to help, but they don't. They just pretend, and they're helping themselves. Sounds very Caucasian, right? Very colonistic till this day. It's just either you're openly racist or you're openly anti-racist, which is racist. I hate it. I hate it all, bro. I don't know. That's just an opinion of one Hispanic dude on the internet, guys. Hopefully I could find like-minded people, and I guess at the end of the day, we're always looking to see what people's opinion are, to see if I'm not crazy, bro. Or do I have in common with more people out there? Or am I just crazy? I don't think I'm crazy, boy. But this is the state we live in, bro. This is how crazy everything is. And that's so many subjects to talk about. So I know YouTube and everything is going to censor me, especially me, a Hispanic guy talking about politics and all this. So I encourage you guys to subscribe, and I'll put a link somewhere at some time for you guys to support and help me, so I keep speaking my mind about these facts. So you could always have somebody that I consider myself, I guess, biased, or my point of view. I don't know, bro. But it'll be really awesome to have your support so we could really, really have free speech and not be censored. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you the next time. Peace out, guys.